Hello Andy, hope you all are doing wonderful preparation. Welcome to our channel DISC Civil Services in Detail, guiding aspirants to become officers. As you all are aware, we are doing UPSC 2026 modules where we are covering all the high probable topics from both static as well as current affairs part. As part of that series, we are covering PIB year-end reviews of 2025 too, where we have already done Department of Science and Technology and Ministry of Tourism. Today we are going to do Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. And this Environment Ministry is again the one who takes care of and controlling cadre authority of this Indian Forest Service. As environment is one such area which carries huge weightage in all competitive exams, and this PIB year end review is the one which contains all the information, initiatives, action plans taken by the government of India. This particular session is highly important for all competitive exams only, where we are going to discuss about few acts, amendments, Supreme Court verdicts, as well as few issues relevant to environment in the last 1 year, as well as State Forest Report and Forest Resources Assessment Report are the one which we are covering. Past to present, significance and few highlights and updates of this ministry, as well as acts relevant to this ministry we are doing. Because this particular ministry is responsible for planning, promoting, coordinating and overseeing implementation of environmental and forestry programs in the country. As well as it also takes care of the conservation and survey of flora and fauna, forest, wild areas, prevention, control, pollution, everything. And it also focuses on sustainable development, afforestation, land degradation, mitigation measures, etc. And it is nothing but taking care, responsible for the administration of national parks of India too. So this ministry is a one which is highly active and in collaboration with other ministries and comes up with different initiatives focusing on sustainable development as well as taking care of the conservation of this environment at national and global level. So let's see the most important highlights of these ministries year-end reviews. And this year is dedicated to forest conservation, wildlife protection, global leadership in addressing the climate change. This is one more important area. Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam. This is the campaign started on 5th June 2024, and if you observe in the international affairs when we were discussing, whenever our Honorable PM Narendra Modi Garu went to any nation, there he planted few saplings and spread the word that this is the time you have to focus on environment too. And Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam is such a campaign which got huge recognition after yoga. And India ranked 9th globally in total forest area. That is again because of the conservation activities and initiatives taken by this particular ministry. And third position worldwide in the terms of annual forest gain. So these are the facts which you have to remember and ratta karna hi hai, because highly important for both prelims, mains and interview. Project Cheetah expanded to Gandhinagar Wildlife Sanctuary. This is highly important fact where you can get a question. Recently Project Cheetah has been expanded to which of the following wildlife sanctuaries? This is how you have to get a question. How you will get a question? And cheetah population reached 30 including 19 India-born. And 5 national level species conservation projects has been launched. That's again a huge commitment given by the government towards conservation and development of the environmental related aspects. 103 cities recorded reduction in PM10 levels. When we were discussing about NGT, National Clean Air Program, CPCB, Delhi NCR region pollutions, we were discussing about controlling pollution mechanism, reducing these PM levels, etc. So this is one such beautiful initiative again taken care by. And 75 projects sanctioned under Nagar Van Yojana in 2025. So these are exclusively done in the year of 2025 itself. 96 Ramsar sites in 2025 as compared to 26 in 2014. So just imagine the level of graph and growth all these years they have done, covering 1.36 million hectares, and in 2025 itself 11 Ramsar sites declared, and recent one are the Indore where 2 Ramsar sites included added into the list. Apart from that, you have to cover few basics like from Indian Forest Act, because most of the time UPSC or other competitive exams they frame questions on these acts and amendments, and they give a list of acts on one side and they ask you to match with the years given, or else they give all the 4-5 amendment acts or acts related to this forest and conservation and wildlife. They ask you to arrange them in a chronological order. They won't say Indian Forest Act 1972. They say Indian Forest Act, Wildlife Protection Act, Forest Conservation Act. They ask you to arrange them in a chronology of or in an order they introduced, or they ask you to match the following acts to the year they introduced. So this is highly important, many times asked. Indian Forest Act 1927, this is the first one. Then Wildlife Protection Act 1972, Forest Conservation Act 1980, Biological Diversity Act 2002, Environment Protection Act 1986, Forest Act 2006. These are the list of important acts relevant to this particular ministry and this particular concepts exclusively. And other important initiatives taken by this government this year: India led resolution to promoting sustainable lifestyle for the wise use of wetlands. This is the one. Again, this has been adopted at the Ramsar COP15, which has been done or taken place on July 2025. India's resolution on strengthening global management of wildfires, which adopted at the 7th session of United Nations Environment Assembly, which held in Nairobi in December 2025. These are the list of events happened, and these are the list of initiatives they have taken, as well as there are important dates, themes, organizational important initiatives, as well as important meetings they attended. That's also we are going to discuss in this particular session itself, and highly important. ఈ పర్టికులర్ సెషన్లో నేను చెప్పేది, ప్లీజ్ మేక్ షూర్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు రైట్ ఇట్ ఇన్ యువర్ కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్ అండి. చెప్పింది వినడం కంటే ఇక్కడ చాలా ఇన్పుట్స్ ఇస్తున్నాము ఈరోజు ఈ పర్టికులర్ సెషన్లో. మేక్ షూర్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు లిజన్ కేర్ఫుల్లీ అండ్ రైట్ ఇట్ డౌన్. So Environment Audit Rules 2025 has been notified and introducing certified third-party environmental auditors. This is relevant to recent reforms and environment protection, that is nothing but management of contaminated sites rule 2025, notified on 24/7/2025, provides framework for identification, assessment and remediation of contaminated sites in the country. Again, this comes under the reforms related to Environment Ministry. Uniform guidelines issued for grant of consent to establish and operate for industries across all SPCBs in the country. This is another most important reform and so coming back to the major initiatives, reforms, achievements of Ministry of Environment, here are the few. Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam is the campaign which emerged as one of the largest people-centric environmental movements in the world itself, and it implemented through a whole of government and whole of society approach, where it involved each and everyone into as a participant into this campaign and these many crores of saplings provided or planted till December 2025. That is one most biggest achievement, as well as this campaign integrated emotional, cultural and ecological values, because he is saying in his statement that it is you are giving salutation or you are giving respect to the motherland, mother earth, as well as to your mother. So here he is covering all those aspects and providing this projecting this campaign as a one which is speaking the values itself. Plantation activities are digitally tracked to the Meri Life portal. This is highly important fact, and you may get a question on this. Which of the following portals takes care or deals with the Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam campaign? This is the one. So Meri Life portal. And most importantly, forest and tree cover status. As far as we have discussed Indian State of Forest Report 2023 and released a special class in our official YouTube channel, and go there and observe all the important information provided there. Number of cities, number of states, percentages, reduction of this land, increasing in the geographical area, forest cover, etc. Everything provided within a very detailed information, as well as acts, amendments, articles, everything related to the forest, scheduled tribes, rights, everything we covered in that session. And ఈ క్లాస్ తో పాటు ఒక్కసారి మనం ఏదైతే ఇండియన్ స్టేట్ ఆఫ్ ఫారెస్ట్ రిపోర్ట్ క్లాస్ అప్లోడ్ చేసి ఉంచామో ఆల్రెడీ అది కూడా చూడండి. 2 పాయింట్స్ ని రాసి పెట్టుకోండి. So tree forest cover of the country increased as per geographical area of the country, and there been a cumulative gain of these percentages, as well as global forest resources assessment is the one which is saying India ranks 9th globally in the forest, which I already told in the very beginning of the session. And these are the few updates relevant to National Compensatory Afforestation Fund Management and Planning Authority, and through its policies and innovative digital reforms which transform the planning and management of CAMPA, and it also focused on the restoration of economic activities, economic ecosystem services in India. And most importantly, by combining robust financial mechanisms and large-scale ecological restorations with a new digital era, this is the one where it achieved huge impact and huge results, such as rolling out the Pan-India Digital APO portal is the one, development of monitoring and evaluation tool jointly with BISAC, National CAMPA dashboard. So these are the initiatives which helped them to show ఎక్స్ట్రా ఇంపెక్కబుల్ రిజల్ట్స్ అండి. అరవల్లి ల్యాండ్స్కేప్ రీస్టోరేషన్ మనం ఇది గ్రేట్ గ్రీన్ వాల్ యాక్ట్ ఇనిషియేటివ్ అని చెప్పి అరావళి గురించి ఒక షార్ట్స్ చేసి రిలీజ్ చేసాము, స్లైడ్స్ చేసాము, మన క్లాసెస్ లో కూడా ఎక్స్క్లూజివ్ గా డిస్కస్ చేసాం. వేర్ దిస్ అరావళి గ్రీన్ వాల్ హౌ ఇట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు బి గివ్ ద హ్యూజ్ ఇంపాక్ట్ ఆన్ ద స్టేట్స్ ఆఫ్ హర్యానా, రాజస్థాన్, గుజరాత్, ఢిల్లీ అని, అండ్ హౌ ఇట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు బ్రింగ్ దిస్ రిస్టోరేషన్ ఇన్ టు ఫేజ్ వైజ్ లో అని. ఆ క్లాస్ ఒకసారి మళ్ళీ చూసుకోండి సరిపోతుంది. ఇట్స్ మెయిన్లీ ఫోకసింగ్ ఆన్ మైండ్ రిక్లమేషన్ త్రూ కన్వర్జెన్స్ విత్ క్యాంపా, నెరేగా, గ్రీన్ ఇండియా మిషన్, అదర్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ అండి. అండ్ మెయిన్ మోటో ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్ ద నేమ్ ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్ సజెస్ట్ రిస్టోరేషన్ కదా. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ డీటెయిల్డ్ యాక్షన్ ప్లాన్ ఫర్ అరావల్లి ల్యాండ్స్కేప్ రిస్టోరేషన్, a major initiative where this science-based, community-led, policy-supported roadmap to restore the ecological integrity of the Aravallis will be taking place. And coming to the wildlife conservation and species recovery, Project Tiger, Project Elephant. Previous years PYQs మీరు చూసుంటే గనుక or other competitive exams లో ఇచ్చే టెస్ట్ సిరీస్ లో గానీ లేకపోతే కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్ లో చూసుకుంటే గనుక ప్రాజెక్ట్ టైగర్, ప్రాజెక్ట్ చీతా, ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఎలిఫెంట్ repeatedly these were asked only. So these are the few highlights and add-ons to this particular topic. 58 tiger reserves now cover approximately these many kilometers, as well as recent reserve is Madhav Tiger Reserve in Madhya Pradesh. You may get a question, 3-4 statement each, which of the following statements true or comes under, or which is the recent tiger reserve established ante Madhav Tiger Reserve is the one from Madhya Pradesh which has been added to the list. And 6th cycle of All India Tiger Estimation was initiated. Habitat Improvement Corridor Protection is one where the priority areas are. Elephant reserves has been increased. That's again a great achievement. And major interventions under Project Elephant are India-Bangladesh Trans-Boundary Elephant Conservation Protocol is the one. 150 elephant corridors identified. Ex-gratia for human fatalities has been enhanced. Rail tracking mitigation portals has been developed, identified. DNA profiling of captive elephants via Gaj Suchna app. So Gaj Suchna app is in news recently. Which of the following statements are true regarding to that app and cheppiste? You should have a basic idea about this. And manam human wildlife conflict or human wild conflict చదివేటప్పుడు most of the times we come across these menace of these monkeys, stray dogs, cheetahs, tigers and elephants. So these are the one where you can cover these aspects too, and you can talk about this. Okay, these are the kind of activities taken by the ministries, and this is how helping to control the human wildlife conflict and cheppi. Protected areas, community reserves percentages icharu. Project Cheetah ki related ga cheetahs were introduced into Gandhi Sagar wildlife sanctuaries. This is already I have mentioned in the very beginning of the session. International Big Cat Alliance, ఇది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఇది PYQ expected question kuda. India continued to lead the International Big Cat Alliance launched in April 2023 to conserve 7 big cat species globally with few nations. Ante framework agreement entered on 23rd Jan 2025 kabatti high chances of getting a question on this particular topic. Membership again expanded to 18 countries. They are focusing on biodiversity conservation with climate adaptation, ecosystem service, water security, community livelihoods, reinforcing India's global leadership. This is highly important and you must and have to go through this. If possible, go through the what are the 18 countries also choose kondi. Launch of 5 national projects, 4 national action level plans, again to focus on Project Dolphins, Project Sloth Bear, Project Gharial, Project Tigers, Project river dolphins, conserving of these river dolphins, etc. That's it. National Board for Wildlife is the one. 7th meeting under the main chairmanship of Honorable PM held on Sansan Gir on March 3rd, 2025, where it brought the key stakeholders to discuss the wildlife conservation efforts, emphasizing on again improvement, conservation and collaboration and action points. That's it. Biological diversity reforms ki oste ganaka Biological Diversity Amendment Rules 2025 were notified. This is highly important, where 3 areas are the focus points: simplifying the compliance, encouraging research and innovation, strengthening benefit sharing mechanisms. Access and benefit sharing mechanisms are the one where they are reinforcing the role of local communities as custodians of biodiversity. Manam chala sarlu community participation, community led programs or stakeholders participation, local communities participation, community based approach అని అంటాం కదా. This is what it is all. So when you involve the local communities in framing, in implementing any initiative or policy, it will give good results because they are the one who knows well than the one who are framing the policy. And launch of certificate program in business and biodiversity conservation, it's again kind of encouraging them to bring them into mainstream and asking them to participate. So global engagement, India actively participated in CBD COP 16 Rome 2025 as advocating equity, finance and technology transfer for biodiversity conservation. ఇది చాలా చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ అండి. లాస్ట్ లో మళ్ళీ ఇంకోసారి సమ్మరీ డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం. Climate change action plan and global leadership is the one where achievements of India's NDCs, nationally determined contributions ఉన్నాయి తెలుసు కదా. Already many times it appeared in competitive exams. Again have a chance of getting a question on this for many reasons. So COP13 ఎక్కడ జరిగింది, COP30 ఎక్కడ జరిగింది, COP26 ఎక్కడ జరిగింది, ఆల్రెడీ కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్ క్లాసెస్ లో డిస్కస్ చేసాము. Again if possible go through the notes which we have provided. So reduction in emissions, installation of capacity of electric power, how many billion tons of additional carbon sink they are focusing on, facts and data given, that's it. Indian carbon market, operationalization of this credit carbon trading system is the one. So they are marking a major step in India's climate strategy by focusing on carbon credit trading scheme andi. So it's again compliance and offset mechanisms were established, domestic market aligned, and they signed a bilateral mechanism with Japan in August 2025. And మీకు ఆల్రెడీ చెప్పాను కదా, whatever this ministry has done in collaboration with different departments, different ministries, different stakeholders, different nations in 2025 has been the highlights given in this particular report. And National Clean Air Program, as we already discussed in the very beginning of the session, 130 cities covered, these many crores provided and recommendations given, and cities under 15th Finance Commission Air Quality Grants, these are the crores released, etc. points icharu. As well as Nagar Van Yojana is the one where urban forestry gained momentum, enhancing green spaces in cities and towns, 75 projects sanctioned, these many crores has been given as outlay. Waste management, circular economy is the another most important area where they are focusing much more to extend producer responsibility and circular economy. Circular economy isari baga focus chesaru so that it can bring these wastages ఏదైతే ఉన్నాయో across 8 waste streams, they can take good outcome or recycling kind of transferring these procedures etc. అని చెప్పి. So coastal wetlands, mangrove conservation, eco sensitive zones is the another one. Mangroves ki related ga eppudu ochina kuda first most important thing which we have to go, okay, Sundarbans, Misty, other points, because Misty was previous year's question lo undi. The year when it was introduced, immediately they asked, and now again they will ask because of the various reasons. So Misty program is highly important. It is nothing but for restoration of these mangroves andi. And wetland conservation in 2025, as I already mentioned, 11 Ramsar sites were declared, added to the list. India now has 96, with the highest in Asia. That's a huge moment that's a proud moment and a huge achievement. As well as Udaipur and Indore became India's first Ramsar accredited wetland cities, and now it has the largest Ramsar network in Asia and third largest in global END because of the list of Ramsar sites added. National Coastal Mission is the one which is strengthening climate resilience of coastal ecosystems. Again ఎన్ని క్రోర్స్ ఇచ్చారు, ఎక్స్టెన్షన్ ఏంటి, ఎలోకేషన్ ఏంటి, అది అంత ఇంపార్టెంట్ కాకపోయి ఉండొచ్చు. బట్ దోస్ హూ ఆర్ రైటింగ్ గ్రూప్ 4 2, దే మే గెట్ ఎ క్వశ్చన్, హ్యూజ్ అమౌంట్ ఈస్ బీన్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్డ్ టు దిస్ పర్టికులర్ సెక్టర్ ఆర్ దిస్ పర్టికులర్ అండర్ దిస్ పర్టికులర్ మినిస్ట్రీ టు దిస్ పర్టికులర్ ఫీల్డ్ అని చెప్పి. Economic sensitive zones are the one where conservation planning in India follows ecosystem based approach to protect representative habitats, and eco sensitive zones chala important, not only for environment, also for the from economy perspectives too. And these are the one which regulate development around protected areas while supporting sustainable livelihoods of those local communities too. And environmental awareness education capacity building is one such area. నేను ఇది మీకు చెప్తున్నప్పుడు మస్ట్ అండ్ షుడ్ గా నోట్స్ రాసి పెట్టుకోవాలి. మిషన్ లైఫ్ ఇస్ వన్ సచ్ ఇనిషియేటివ్ విచ్ మొబిలైజ్డ్ స్టూడెంట్స్, citizens towards sustainable lifestyles and where 6 crore people participated, over 34 lakh life events so far has been done. This strengthened digital outreach and knowledge dissemination activities under key institutions like National Mission on Himalayan Studies, Govind Bhallo Pant, National Institute of Himalayan Environment, Botanical Survey of India, Geological Survey of India, Indian Council of Forestry Research and Education. So these are the few key institutions where different kinds of initiatives, activities have been done. These are self-explanatory and ఒకసారి చూస్తే సరిపోతుంది. So how demand-driven projects have been approved to promote action-oriented research across different regions by different institutions so that the conservation can be taken care and sustainability can be done properly. These particular two aspects are self-explanatory and activities under key institutions gani these international cooperation and multilateral engagement అనేది కానీ అందుకని చెప్పి ఐఎమ్ నాట్ గోయింగ్ టు గివ్ మచ్ టైమ్ బికాస్ ఐ నో ఇట్స్ వెరీ సింపుల్ లాంగ్వేజ్ లో ఈజీగా ఉంది జస్ట్ సింగిల్ రీడింగ్ ఇస్తే సరిపోతుంది సో హౌ diverse agroclimatic zones of UP, MP, Haryana, Punjab, Rajasthan, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand established One Vistara database management system for forest generic resources of India launched by this ICFRE at Coimbatore. These are the few other observations. ఒకసారి చూసుకుంటే సరిపోతుంది. And India played a leadership role at COP30. Last year, we are the one who raised our voice to support the nations with ekkadaithe when we were talking about climate change, global warming, increase in level of seas, because of which the coastal islands are getting submerged, and because of that those nations are getting lost their livelihoods and maatladinappudu we are the one who came out and said it is the high time that developed nations has to come out and they have to support financially, technologically and in other aspects too to the developing nations and upcoming nations అని చెప్పి సో అలాగే again we are the one who played a leadership role అని ఇక్కడ చెప్తున్నారు ఎక్కడెక్కడ COP30 బ్రెజిల్ Ramsar COP15 UNEA 7 BRICS Climate Forum Minamata COP6 where we are focusing on equity, finance and technology and transferring of technology between these developing countries. And these are the few observations and done in the different international meetings and summits. Indian delegation participated in this contact group on climate change is the one where adopting BRICS climate leadership agenda, reaffirming BRICS commitment to collective climate action aligned with the Paris Agreement is the one. And at Ramsar 15th Conference of Parties which held at Victoria Falls, Zimbabwe, ఇది చాలా చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ అందుకే స్టార్ మార్క్స్ పెట్టాను ఇవి లిస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఇంటర్నేషనల్ ఈవెంట్స్ ఆర్ సమిట్స్ done at different nations or different places relevant to environment where India participated actively and given its collaboration అందుకు important and promoting sustainable lifestyle for the wise use of wetlands is the one important initiatives where it has been taken and India for the first since 1982 which introduced a resolution of these Ramsars. Now 172 Ramsar contracting parties, 6 international organization partners, other observers formally adopted a plenary session on this July 30, 2025. ఈ క్వశ్చన్స్ డెఫినెట్లీ వస్తాయండి ప్రిలిమ్స్ కి చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ థీమ్ ఏంటి సమ్మిట్ ఏంటి ఎక్కడ జరిగింది ఎప్పుడు జరిగింది థీమ్ ఏంటి ఇండియా రోల్ ఏంటి కొలాబరేషన్ ఏంటి 102% అడుగుతారు అందుకే చెప్పడం అండ్ మినిస్ట్రీ ఆఫ్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ మినిస్ట్రీ ఆఫ్ Japan's environment ministry both signed a memorandum of cooperation related to implementation of this Paris Agreement 6.2 ఏదైతే ఉందో ఆర్టికల్ in the field of environmental cooperation అది ఒకటి ఇంపార్టెంట్ వేర్ దే ఆర్ ఫోకసింగ్ ఆన్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంటల్ ప్రిజర్వేషన్ సచ్ యాజ్ పొల్యూషన్ కంట్రోల్ క్లైమేట్ చేంజ్ వేస్ట్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ సస్టైనబుల్ యూజ్ ఆఫ్ biodiversity environmental technologies etc as well as delegation from Minister of Environment led by our Honorable Minister of Environment where they participated in the G20 Environment Ministers meeting in Cape Town, South Africa. That is one important. Again, we supported integrating climate development while upholding ఈక్విటీ అండ్ కామన్ బట్ డిఫరెన్షియేటెడ్ రెస్పాన్సిబిలిటీస్ అండి ఇవన్నీ కూడా మనం ఆల్రెడీ కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్ డిస్కస్ చేసేటప్పుడు చాలా క్లియర్ గా మాట్లాడాము బట్ హియర్ అండ్ రివ్యూ ఒకసారి రీక్యాప్ చేస్తున్నాం కాబట్టి మళ్ళీ చేయడం అండ్ COP6 which held in Geneva from 3rd to 7th November India successfully obtained the last exemption for another period of 5 years అండి and these are the other areas where we have participated in UNEA sites management where convention on international trade in endangered species of wild and fauna held in Samarkand, Uzbekistan. These are highly important initiatives summits అండి ఒకసారి చూసుకోండి సరిపోతుంది అండ్ డేస్ ఈవెంట్స్ సెలబ్రేటెడ్ అగైన్ ప్రిలిమ్స్ కి very 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 important celebrated World Wetlands Day 2025 at Parvati Arga Ram site in February 2025. This event highlighted critical role of wetlands, aligning environmental conservation, biodiversity, sustainable livelihoods, aligning with this year's theme of protecting wetlands for our common future. Themes very important and both for prelims, and when you are writing your mains exam, you have to give these themes too. When you are writing something related to environment, you have to cover all these aspects too. Give a multi-dimensional approach antan kada. This is how you have to build the content. And in collaboration with two institutes at Harvard University, USA, organized a conference on India 2047, building a climate resilient future. This is the one initiative, and where they focused on this climate science, public health, labor, urban planning, etc. With the themes focusing on four key areas, four key themes, that is nothing but climate science of heat and water with its implication on agriculture, health, work and built environment. International Day for Biological Diversity 2025 celebrated on, here it is, May 2025 in Udaipur, Rajasthan. The theme for the 2025 is Harmony with the Nature and Sustainable Development. World Environment Day organized on June 5, 2025 with the theme One Nation, One Mission and Plastic Pollution. Again, they are focusing more on plastic pollution control along with the reduction in the global gases and climate pollution ఏదైతే ఉందో అది కూడా. Most importantly, they are now launching National Plastic Waste Reporting Portal too. The event marked launch of National Plastic Pollution Reduction Campaign covering tribal reserves, government offices, Swachhta Hi Seva, etc. Celebrating 11th International Day of Yoga on 21st June, where Ministry of Environment in collaboration with Ministry of Ayush, this is highly important only, observed Harit Yoga, wherein yoga session was followed by tree plantation under campaign Ek Ped Maa Ke Naam. That's why I told you this ministry in collaboration with other ministries and other international organizations at different levels have done impeccable job. That's how you get results Sunday. And celebrated Global Tiger Day 2025 on July 29-25. Nationwide tree plantation drive launched, highlighting unique aspect of India's wildlife conservation, as well as celebrated World Lion Day 2025 on August 10 with the theme of World Lion Day, and that across 11 districts. World Elephant Day 2025 on August 12-25 celebrated, and it again focusing on harmonious coexistence of people and wildlife. Swachh Vayu Sarvekshan Awards and Wetland Cities Recognition Ceremonies 2025 organized on 9th September 2025. These are highly important days for the one who are writing groups. UPSC may not ask you these dates, but it will give a list of statements and ask you to choose which of the following statements are correct with regard to Ani. And during this event, the ward level Swachh Vayu Sarvekshan guidelines were released, and best practices under the National Clean Air Program was also released. 31st World Ozone Day on September 16, 2025 celebrated with the theme From Science to Global Action. And there are other few aspects too. Wild Week 2025 celebrations were organized at Dehradun on 6th October 2025, where they done national level action plans, field guides, etc. International Slow Leopard Day is the one which observed on October 23rd, 2025 with a unique initiative titled /23 for 24. That means encouraging people for the country to engage in physical activities for the 20 minutes to raise awareness about the conservation of snow leopards and their fragile habitats. It's highly important. And 51st Foundation Day of CPCB on September 22nd, 2025 has been taken care of. Here, technical publications released included Classification of Polluted River Stretches 2025. You may quote these reports themes in your mains answers and 102% prelims lo questions vastayi. Major reforms by MOE FCC in 2025. Green Credit Program, revised frameworks. These are the observations. One Samrakshan Evam Samvardhan Amendment Rules. These all are the amendment rules, acts, reforms, and few related to reforms under Air Acts and Water Acts, which the acts I mentioned in the very beginning of the session, where reforms on EPR and circular economy, these all are self-explanatory, and that's the reason I'm not giving much stress, because One Samrakshan Evam Samvardhan Rules 2025 were amended, enabling the nodal officer of the state to mandatory assistance facilitate the user agency in the identification of degraded forest land for compensatory afforestation. Clause added in 2025 November So these are the few reforms introduced, and major reforms on environmental clearance process for ease of doing business ఇక్కడ ఉన్నాయి. Environment audit rules, Parivesh, and how this campus digital payment gateway, how these 8 waste categories based upon different sectors got these reforms in circular economy. So e-page exclusively focusing on minor to major projects where reforms introduced in different fields. And in 2025 ఒక్కసారి సెల్ఫ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేటరీ చూసుకుంటే సరిపోతుంది. మనం ఆల్రెడీ కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్ డిస్కస్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఈ పర్టికులర్ అమెండ్మెంట్స్ రూల్స్ న్యూస్లో ఉండేటప్పుడు ఎక్స్క్లూజివ్గా డిస్కస్ చేసాం. సెల్ఫ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెనేటరీ ఒకసారి చూసుకుంటే సరిపోతుంది. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇక్కడ ఏదైతే సర్క్యులర్ ఎకానమీ యాక్షన్ ప్లాన్స్ కి ఈపీఆర్ రెగ్యులేషన్స్ 8 fields కి ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేశారో దీస్ ఆర్ ద 8 fields. అండ్ పరివేష్ 2.2 విచ్ అచీవ్డ్ కంప్లీట్ ఆటోమేషన్ అండ్ క్లియరెన్స్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ ఏదైతే ఉందో సింగిల్ విండో సిస్టమ్ సో దట్ ఈజ్ ఆఫ్ డూయింగ్ బిజినెస్ కెన్ బి అచీవ్డ్ ఇక్కడ ఉన్నాయి సరిపోతుంది. సో ఆల్ దీస్ ఆర్ నథింగ్ బట్ ఇండియాస్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంటల్ గవర్నెన్స్ త్రూ సస్టైనబిలిటీ ప్రెసిషన్ సిటిజన్ సెంట్రిక్ డిజైన్ ఏదైతే ఉందో ఫోకస్ చేసి whole of government approach chesi maximum governance minimum government kind of areas to reinforcing government's trust based complaints for this development annattu. And few important aspects I have added while preparing this. Ministry of Environment, Forest, Climate Change is the one which deals with different departments, organizations and bodies annam kada, and which are part of this Ministry of Environment. Those are Botanical Survey of India, Geological Survey of India, Forest Survey of India, Central Pollution Control Board, National Biodiversity Authority, National Tiger Conservation Authority, Wildlife Crime Control Bureau is the one, Indira Gandhi National Forest Academy, National Green Tribunal, Indian Council for Forest Research and Education, Wildlife Institute of India, Central Zoo Authority, National Museum of Natural History are the few important bodies which are in use and which are works under or with environment ministry. Oksari ఈ పర్టికులర్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్స్ బేసిక్స్ చూసుకోండి. వాట్ ఈస్ ద రోల్స్ ఫంక్షన్స్ ఫార్మేషన్ మెంబర్షిప్ చైర్మన్ అదర్ ఆస్పెక్ట్స్ రెలవెంట్ ఒకసారి చూసుకుంటే సరిపోతుంది. అండ్ ఎంఎస్ స్వామినాథన్ మాధవ్ గాడ్గిల్ హూ ఆర్ రిలేటెడ్ టు దిస్ పర్టికులర్ ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ ఆస్పెక్ట్స్ లో ఈ ఇయర్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ వీ లాస్ట్ దిస్ పర్సన్ కాబట్టి మాధవ్ గాడ్గిల్ గారి గురించి మస్ట్ అండ్ షుడ్ గా క్వశ్చన్ వచ్చే ఛాన్స్ ఉంది. యూ హ్యావ్ టు గో త్రూ దట్. ఆల్రెడీ హిందూ క్లాస్ లో క్లియర్ గా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేసాము, బట్ అగైన్ వన్స్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు go through the important persons who are relevant to this conservation of environment. Menaka Gandhi gari, Sundarlal Bahuguna garu gani, MS Swaminathan garu gani, Madhav Gadgil garu gani. So this is all about Ministry of Environment year-end review andi. I hope it's clear. This was really extraordinary session we had done today. I hope these sessions are really helpful and you are doing extraordinary preparation. Whenever you need any assistance or help or guidance, you can drop a message or in our comment section. Team Disc is always available to support in your sincere preparation. And we are providing all the PYQs, expected questions, current affair based prelims and mains questions in our official Telegram channel. And please go through the Telegram channel once and download these PDFs too and write these highlights too. Have a fantastic day. Thank you so much.